What if I told you that your biggest failure could be the greatest turning point in your life? It's hard to believe in the moment, right? That sinking feeling of defeat, the fear of the unknown. But imagine if I told you that failure is the starting line, not the finish line. Stay with me, because over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to take every setback, no matter how crushing, and transform it into your stepping stone towards success. This is a journey that all successful people take, and today, you're going to learn how to make failure your biggest asset. And hey, if you're thinking, nah, failure isn't for me, I prefer winning, you're in the right place. Trust me, those who succeed didn't start off winning either. Lesson 1. Accept the failure. Here's the thing, denial keeps you stuck. When you fail, it's natural to want to ignore it, push it aside, or blame something else. But the first step to turning failure into success is accepting it. You have to look failure straight in the eyes and say, yes, I messed up, but I'm still standing. Only when you own your mistakes can you move forward. Think about it. The greatest financial minds, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, they've all faced failure. But they didn't run from it. They took responsibility, learned from it, and that's what made them unstoppable. You can't fight what you won't face. But here's the twist. What happens after you accept failure? Do you wallow in it or rise above it? Keep watching. Lesson 2. Analyze the root cause. Okay, now that you've faced the failure, it's time to break it down. Like a detective on a case, you need to figure out why you failed. What went wrong? Was it lack of preparation, wrong timing, or maybe a bad financial decision? Every failure has a lesson, but if you don't take the time to analyze it, you're doomed to repeat it. Excited yet? You should be, because the deeper you dig into the root cause of your setback, the closer you are to discovering the exact steps needed to turn it around. By the way, you might be thinking, analyzing my mistakes, that sounds like a blast. Yeah, not exactly a Friday night party, but trust me, this is where the magic happens. But what do you do with this information once you've analyzed it? Stay with me, because this is where things get exciting. 3. Lesson 3. Reframe your mindset. You've owned your failure, you've learned from it. Now it's time to change how you see it. This is where the winners separate themselves from the pack. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, start seeing it as a detour that's showing you a better way. Every billionaire, every success story, they'll tell you the same thing. Failure isn't final, it's feedback. Think of it like GPS rerouting you when you've made a wrong turn. Sure, it's frustrating, but would you rather stay lost or get back on track? Exactly. And now you have the data to make smarter decisions. And hey, remember, Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. If you're less than 1,000 failures deep, you're doing just fine. Now that you're reframing your mindset, what's next? How do you bounce back stronger? Here's where things get real. Feta. Lesson 4. Build a plan with micro wins. This is where we take action. Success doesn't happen overnight, and after failure, you can't expect to conquer the world immediately. But what you can do is set up micro wins. Small, achievable steps that build momentum and rebuild your confidence. Whether it's making better financial choices, setting up an emergency fund, or building a side hustle, every small win matters. Small actions compound over time, more on that in another video by the way. And before you know it, those micro wins will lead to major victories. Success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. You're not in a race with anyone else, just with your previous self. But wait, there's one more thing you need to solidify your comeback. And it's the most important lesson of all. 5th lesson. 5. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you surround yourself with can either elevate you or pull you down. Look around. Is your circle lifting you up or feeding into your failures? It's critical to have a support system that pushes you to be better, smarter, and stronger. Whether it's mentors, friends, or communities, these are the people who will hold you accountable and inspire you to keep going, even when it feels impossible. Just look at any successful person. They didn't do it alone. They had teams, advisors, and support networks. Success is rarely a solo endeavor. So find your tribe and lean into their wisdom and encouragement. And no, this doesn't mean dropping a text in your group chat like, "Hey guys, want to hold me accountable for success?" But you get the idea. Now that you've got the blueprint, how do you keep this momentum going for life? Here's where the transformation becomes permanent. Final lesson and recap. Here's the truth. Failure is a part of the process. Everyone you admire, everyone who's made it, has failed, often spectacularly. But the ones who succeed are the ones who get back up. Analyze what went wrong, reframe their thinking, take small but powerful steps forward, and build a strong support system. You've got everything you need to turn your setbacks into setups for success. Now the question